All right, this old girl hasn't started since the fall, and whew, she needs a lot of work. But this is the very first car I learned to drive in. It's got a 351 Cleveland. My buddy helped me a couple years ago at least get it running. It's not roadworthy yet, but it does run. I've had it on this battery tender all fall, so we're gonna attempt to start it up here. All right, this thing has not started since the fall, so I'm going to give it a little shot of starting fluid. I don't even know how good the gas is in this thing, so it probably needs drained, and we're going to find out here. Oh, the battery's dead. Well, that ain't going to work, is it? Oh, the battery is not dead. I put this throw switch on it. So let's get it off the battery tender. Oop. Get it off the battery tender, and we got to throw the switch there. I should have known that. So we're going to try this again. All right, let's see what happens. 351 Cleveland, 1966 Ford Fairlane. Coming high. Oh, yeah, battery's not good. She tried to start. Yeah, she tried to start. Well, that was something. Does say charging over here. I'm going to let it charge for a while. We'll try this again. All right, I think it was a bad connection in the battery cables. I think they maybe corroded a little bit over the winter. Try it again. Nope, nothing. Oh, nothing. Well, I'm going to clean these terminals up, and we're going to go for another round. All right, so I finally got that connection cleaned up. That's all it was. Pretty simple. It is turning over. I don't know how much gas is in this thing, but I'm going to try to maybe at least start it on the fluid here. And all right, let's go. 351 Cleveland, 1966 Ford Fairlane. Yeah, that's probably bad gas, and I do see it smoking a little bit there. I'm gonna go get some fresh gas and put it in this thing. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 gallons. I got to get it out of the garage today, so that's my plan. But yeah, I think that's bad gas. And it's funny because in 1966, where you put the gas is right under the license plate, right there. That's a new gas tank. But that gas has been sitting in there for a while, and it's probably no good. I'm going to go get maybe 2 or 3 gallons of 92 octane, put it in there, and just let it sit for a while, and I'll restart it. Up around 4 gallons of 93 octane gas for the Fairlane. Alright. I was always into loud vehicles. That thing, back in that like mid 90s when I was driving that thing, it has about 190 horsepower, which I mean, for the day it was pretty good. I don't know, that's pretty wimpy in today's terms, but I mean, a Honda Civic would probably beat that car out of the hole. But yeah, so still like loud vehicles. Fresh gas in here. We're gonna try this again, and I know it needs to like cycle through and stuff, so I'm gonna let it run for a few minutes. Gosh, I never realized how small these cars really were. I mean, this thing feels like a coffin. Right. Here we go. Engine check, brake check. Yeah, running a little rough. Got to get that fresh gas through there. It's probably getting close. Put a little fuel stable in it, because I don't start this thing but a few times a year. All right, she's running on her own. Running good, actually. All right. Yeah, far from roadworthy, but I do like to keep it started. All right, so this is a 2023 Roush F-150, 5-liter with the Coyote, and let's have a quick little look at that. And then this is a 351 Cleveland, which, boy, that is not good that that's dripping. I'm replacing all that, so it really doesn't matter. 351 Cleveland. I think this car was originally a 6-cylinder car, and it came from like Missouri or something. And I think the original paint scheme is that blue right there. I don't know what they call that blue right there, but that's what it was originally, I believe. But this thing has been pieced together and cobbled together, and there was a guy named Pete Bannock that owned this car in Mount Perry, Ohio in, I think, 1988, I believe. And Dad saw it and he was like, I like that car. And then like a week later he had it up for sale and he wanted $500 for it. And yep, he paid $500 for it, and that is the car I learned to drive in. So I would have been 13 when he bought this thing, and like 5 years later he still had it. And I used to drive it to high school. You can see it has like the 289 badge down here. I mean, this thing is the Fairlane 500 badging back here. It is cobbled together from about like 10 different cars. And I think in the early 90s, Dad had the quarter panels replaced because they were all rusted out. And that hood, Dad got at a swap meet somewhere. It's the 390 hood. And this thing was never a 390, obviously, but yep, that is it. 1966 Ford Fairlane and a 2023 Roush F-150. Every time I get close to being able to be in a position where I can sink some money into this thing, something happens, and it just, here it is, you know, 20 some years later. And Dad, before he passed away, this was going to be our project together, and he passed away before we could work on it. So yep, one day it will get the love it deserves. Definitely. It's a pretty car. It really is a pretty car. My two favorite Fords right there. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.